John, quick question. Have you ever sat down at a restaurant, looked at the menu, and completely forgotten how to speak?
Oh no, John, don't tell me you did that again.
I did, last week, at an Italian restaurant. The waiter smiled at me, and I just said, pasta.
Just pasta? That's it?
That's it. No, please. No, I would like nothing. Just one word and a nervous smile.
Well, welcome to the club, John. Today, we're gonna fix that problem forever.
Good, because I really don't want to survive on just pasta for the rest of my life.
Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Speak English Naturally, the podcast where we help you speak English with confidence, one real conversation at a time.
I'm John.
And I'm Boa, and today we are stepping into an Italian restaurant, sitting down at a cozy little table and learning exactly how to order pasta in English, smoothly, politely, and without freezing up.
Because honestly, ordering food should be one of the easiest things in the world, but somehow in a new language, it becomes this whole event in your head.
True. Your brain starts thinking about grammar, about pronunciation, about did I say that right? And meanwhile, the waiter is just standing there waiting for an answer.
Exactly. So today's episode is for anyone who has ever felt that little panic moment before ordering food.
By the end of this episode, you'll know exactly what to say from the moment you walk in to the moment you pay the bill.
Let's set the scene. Picture this. It's a Friday evening, soft lights, the smell of garlic and fresh basil in the air, and a waiter walking toward your table with a menu in his hand.
Ooh, I can already smell the tomato sauce.
Me too. Okay, so Bella, what's the very first thing that usually happens when you walk into a restaurant?
Good question. Usually someone greets you at the door. It could be the host, the hostess, or sometimes the waiter themselves.
And what do they usually say?
Something like, "Good evening, table for how many?"
Ah, that phrase. Table for how many? This is one of the first things you'll hear, so let's slow down and really understand it.
Right. They're simply asking how many people are in your group so they know which table to give you.
So if you're going with your partner, you would say,
"Table for two, please."
and if you're alone?
"Just one, please." Or you can say, "A table for one, please."
Simple, right? No complicated grammar, just short, clear phrases.
That's the whole idea of today's episode. You don't need fancy vocabulary to sound confident. You need simple phrases said clearly.
Okay, so now you're seated. The waiter gives you the menu, and here comes the scary part for many learners, actually looking at the menu.
Oh yes, this is where I've seen so many people struggle, especially with Italian restaurants, because sometimes the menu has Italian words too, like bene, linguini, gnocchi.
Honestly, even I get confused by some of those names. I once ordered something and I had no idea what shape the pasta was going to be.
What happened?
It came out looking like little shells. I was expecting long noodles, and instead I got tiny pasta shells with sauce inside them.
That's actually called conchiglie. It means shells in Italian.
See, this is exactly why it's okay to ask questions. If you don't understand something on the menu, you don't need to guess. You can just ask.
And here's a golden phrase for that moment. Could you tell me what this is?
Or even simpler, what is this dish?
Yes, and waiters are usually happy to explain. It's their job, and most of them love talking about the food.
Let's practice a small example. Imagine the menu says spaghetti carbonara, and you're not sure what's inside it.
You could say, "Excuse me, what's in the carbonara?"
And the waiter might answer, it has eggs, cheese, pancetta, and black pepper.
See? Now you know exactly what you're getting, and you didn't need to memorize the whole Italian dictionary.
That's such a relief for beginners. You don't need to know every food word. You just need to know how to ask.
Exactly. And that one skill, asking simple questions, will help you in almost every situation in English, not just restaurants.
All right, let's move to the next moment. The waiter asks, "Are you ready to order?" What do you say if you need a little more time?
This happens to me a lot, actually. I like to think about my order for a while.
You once took 10 minutes just choosing between two pizzas.
It was a big decision, John.
Okay. So if you need more time, you can say,
Could we have a few more minutes, please?
or we're still deciding, thank you.
These are polite, natural phrases. The waiter will completely understand, and they'll come back later.
And once you are ready, how do you start your order?
There's a few common ways. The most polite one is, I would like.
For example,
I would like the spaghetti bolognese, please.
you can also say, can I have, or I'll have.
Right. Can I have the fettuccine alfredo? Or, I'll have the lasagna, please.
All three of these are correct and natural. You can choose whichever feels easiest for you.
This is something I really want listeners to understand. English isn't about finding the one perfect sentence. There's usually 3 or 4 ways to say the same thing.
Exactly. So don't stress about grammar perfection. Focus on being clear and polite.
Now, here's something interesting. What if you have a food allergy or you don't eat a certain ingredient?
Oh, this is important. This happened to my friend Sarah. She's allergic to nuts, and one time a dish had pine nuts hidden inside the pesto sauce.
Oh no, that's serious.
Exactly. That's why it's so important to know how to say this clearly.
So, if you have an allergy, you can say, I'm allergic to nuts. Does this dish contain any nuts?
Or you can say, I can't eat dairy. Is there cheese in this?
And if you're vegetarian or vegan, you can simply say, I'm vegetarian. Do you have any pasta without meat?
These sentences might feel small, but honestly, they can be very, very important. Never be shy to say them clearly.
Absolutely. Your health matters more than feeling embarrassed about your English.
Beautifully said, Bella. Now, let's talk about something fun, customizing your order. In Italian restaurants, people often like their pasta a certain way.
Oh, like extra cheese?
Yes, you can say, can I have extra cheese on top, please?
Or if you want it spicier, could you make it a little spicy, please? Or can you add some chili flakes?
And what if the dish is usually spicy, but you don't like spicy food?
Then you say, not too spicy, please. This is such a useful phrase, especially for people who are sensitive to spicy food.
I actually use that phrase all the time. Not too spicy, please, has saved me from crying at the dinner table more than once.
A true story from John's life.
A very true story.
Okay, now let's talk about drinks, because usually the waiter asks about drinks either before or after taking your food order.
Right, they might say, and what would you like to drink?
And you can answer simply, I'll have a glass of water, please. Or, can I get a Coke, please?
If you want something specific, like sparkling water, you can say, could I have sparkling water, please?
And in Italian restaurants, sometimes they ask, still or sparkling. This means, do you want regular water or water with bubbles?
Good to know. I actually didn't understand that phrase the first time I heard it. I just said yes, and the waiter looked confused.
Yes to both?
Exactly. So now you know, still means normal water, and sparkling means water with bubbles.
Perfect. Let's pause here for a moment because I think it's time for a small recap before we continue.
Good idea. So far, we've learned how to ask for a table, how to ask questions about the menu, how to place your order politely, how to mention allergies, how to customize your dish, and how to order drinks.
That's already a lot of useful English, and we're not even finished yet.
There's more?
Of course. What happens after the food arrives?
Ah, right. Let's talk about that.
So the waiter brings your pasta, and often they'll say something like, enjoy your meal, or buon appetito.
And what do you say back?
Simply, thank you is enough. But if you want to sound extra polite, you can say, thank you, this looks amazing.
I love that phrase. It's simple, but it makes the moment feel warm and natural.
Exactly. And a few minutes later, the waiter might come back and ask, how is everything?
This is a common question, and many learners don't know how to answer naturally.
True. If everything is good, you can say, it's delicious, thank you. Or simply, everything is great.
And if something is wrong, let's say the pasta is too cold, or it's not what you ordered.
Then you can politely say, excuse me, I think this is a bit cold. Could you warm it up, please?
Or, I'm sorry, but I ordered the Alfredo, not the Bolognese.
These phrases sound polite, not rude. In English, when we complain politely, we often use words like sorry or excuse me, even when it's not our mistake.
That's such an important cultural point. In English, being polite while expressing a problem is very common.
Exactly, John. It's not about being weak, it's about being respectful while still saying what you need.
Great point. Now, let's imagine everything went well. The pasta was amazing, the conversation was lovely, and now it's time to finish the meal.
This is where dessert comes in, and Italian restaurants have some famous desserts.
Tiramisu?
Of course, tiramisu. Also, panna cotta, gelato.
Oh, I love gelato. If the waiter asks, would you like to see the dessert menu, what would you say?
If you want it, simply say, yes, please. And if you're full and don't want dessert, you can say, no, thank you, just the bill, please.
Ah, the bill. This word is very important. In American English, people usually say check instead of bill.
Good point. So, depending on where you are, you might hear, can I get the check, please? Or, can I have the bill, please?
Both are correct, just different depending on the country.
And once the bill comes, sometimes people want to split the bill. This means each person pays their own part.
How do you say that naturally?
You can say, could we split the bill, please? Or, can we pay separately?
And if you want to pay for everyone?
You can say, I'll get this one. Or, this is on me.
Oh, I love this is on me. It sounds so warm and generous.
It really does. It's a very natural, friendly way to offer to pay.
All right, before we finish today's lesson, let's talk about tipping because this often confuses English learners, especially if tipping isn't common in their own country.
True. In many English-speaking countries, especially the United States, tipping is expected at restaurants.
If someone asks, should I leave a tip, what's a simple way to talk about this?
You can say, I'll leave a small tip for the service. Or if you want to ask the waiter directly, is the tip included in the bill?
That's a great phrase because sometimes the tip is already added and you don't want to pay twice by mistake.
Exactly. Always good to check.
Okay, Bella, I think it's time for our little practice moment. Let's imagine a full mini conversation from start to finish using everything we learned today.
I love this part. Okay, I'll be the waiter and you be the customer.
Perfect. Ready?
Ready. Good evening. Table for how many?
Table for two, please.
Right this way. Here are your menus. Can I get you started with something to drink?
Yes. Could I have a glass of sparkling water, please?
Of course. Are you ready to order or do you need a few more minutes?
We're still deciding. Could we have a few more minutes, please?
No problem. Take your time. Okay, are you ready now?
Yes. I would like the spaghetti carbonara, please. And could you tell me, does it have any nuts in it? I'm allergic.
No nuts at all. Don't worry. Would you like anything else?
Just some extra cheese on top, please.
Sure thing. I'll be right back with your order.
See how natural that felt? Every sentence was short, clear, and useful.
Exactly. And notice there was no complicated grammar anywhere, just simple, confident phrases.
This is the real secret to speaking English naturally. It's not about knowing every word. It's about knowing the right small phrases for real situations.
Beautifully said. And that's really the heart of today's episode.
Now, before we go, let's quickly recap the most useful phrases from today's episode so you can remember them easily.
Great idea. Let's go through them one more time.
Table for two, please.
Could you tell me what this is?
I would like, / can I have, / I'll have.
I'm allergic to. Does this contain?
Not too spicy, please.
Could I have sparkling water, please?
Could you warm it up, please?
Can I get the bill, please?
Could we split the bill, please?
And this is on me.
If you remember even 5 of these phrases, your next restaurant visit is going to feel so much easier.
Absolutely. And remember, the goal isn't to sound perfect. The goal is to feel comfortable, be polite, and communicate clearly.
Waiters are usually kind and patient. They just want to help you enjoy your meal, not judge your grammar.
So true. Most of the time, the fear in our head is much bigger than the actual situation.
That's a beautiful thought to end on, Bella.
Before we finish today, we'd love to hear from you. So here's our question for the comments. What is one English phrase from today's episode that you want to practice this week?
It could be, not too spicy, please, or maybe, this is on me. Write your answer in the comments, even just one simple sentence in English.
Practicing by writing is a wonderful way to build confidence, so don't be shy.
And if this episode helped you feel a little more confident about ordering food in English, please consider subscribing to Speak English Naturally.
Here, we help you learn English the natural way, through real conversations, real situations, and real people, just like Bella and John, sitting down and talking just like we did today.
Every episode will take you into a new situation, teach you useful phrases, and help you build real confidence, one conversation at a time.
So, hit that subscribe button and join our growing community of English learners from all around the world.
Thank you so much for spending this time with us today.
We hope you feel a little more confident about walking into that Italian restaurant next time.
And remember, even if you only say pasta the first time,
There's always room to grow.
take care, keep practicing, and we'll see you in the next episode of Speak English Naturally.
Bye for now, everyone.